That was a great piece on Wagner Skis, everyone's favorite local ski company. I am here with Jim Berkowitz of the Telluride Society for Jazz, and you're also involved in some other things around town too, right, Jim?
Yeah, I'd say probably my number one thing is Cotto. I've been on the board now this is my third year. And so that keeps me pretty busy, and then I'm on the board of the Telluride Society for Jazz.
And the Venture Accelerator you've been involved in as well?
Yeah, I've been involved in that since it started 5 years ago, and so that's been a great joy, and that more mixes into what I do for a living, which is digital marketing and helping companies market their products.
And how did you get to Telluride? What's your story here?
I was living in the Denver area for 20 years and was looking to make a move and had never made it to Telluride in all those 20 years. Decided to come down for bluegrass just like everybody else and stayed.
Stayed.
I'm sure people have heard that story before.
And how long ago was that?
12 years ago.
12 years. Great. And how did you get involved with Cotto?
Well, when I first got here and listened to Cotto, actually Paul Machado, who was the executive director of the Telluride Jazz Society, had just left the station. So there was literally nothing that sounded like jazz on Cotto.
Oh, no jazz.
So I tracked down Ben Kerr, and in pretty short order, within a few months, I was on the air doing the Telluride Jazz Beat, which I do every other Saturday afternoon.
I was just going to ask you that.
Yeah.
And you're known as Jimmy Jazz on the radio.
Right.
So you've got a strong passion for jazz. Where did that come from?
Oh, from when I was a kid, like back in the 70s when I was in high school and everyone was going to see the Rolling Stones, I saw Miles Davis. When they went to see the Who, I would go see, whoever. I was always attracted to the whole improvisational aspect of it.
So tell me what's going on with Telluride Jazz Festival and the Telluride Society for Jazz. I know that y'all have had some changes. You've got some really great programs that are happening.
Right. So, not everyone realizes that the Telluride Society for Jazz has been the organization for many, many years who ran the Jazz Festival. We had a staff of people, and it was, a ton of work. And when Paul Machado retired, we decided, why are we going to try to run a jazz festival? And so we literally put running the festival up for bid, and ended up doing a 3-year deal with Steve Gumble.
Who's got tons of experience running festivals.
Exactly. And the first year was fantastic, beyond our expectations. So we have high hopes for the next 2 years. And but the most important thing is, without having to run the festival, we have more time and energy to do, what we're really all about, which is jazz education. Yeah.
It gives you more time to focus on the programs that Telluride Society for Jazz has going on.
Right.
So what do you have coming up program-wise?
So there's woman, Kathy Cousins. She's been wanting to come to Telluride for at least 5 years.
Oh, wow.
And so given the opportunity to do something this winter revolving more about the educational aspect, I began to piece everything together. And I learned that she's equally as good as a visual artist as she is a singer. And so I basically orchestrated where she would get to do art and have an exhibition at the AHA Gallery, while at the same time going into the high school for the music kids on Wednesday the 28th. And then a Wednesday night she's doing a singing clinic open to the public, absolutely free for anyone who wants some really good feedback from a professional singer. And then on Thursday she's doing a formal art class at the AHA school, which her talent is painting from her feelings while listening to music.
Okay.
So they're going to be playing a lot of jazz music, and people will be painting in all different mediums. And then at night she's having her opening at the AHA Gallery and performing. We're bringing Jeff Jenkins, who's one of the finest keyboard players from Denver, to play with her, and she'll have an opening where she's going to sing and perform and paint. So it's going to be very interesting.
That's fantastic. And what kind of style is she? I read that she grew up in Detroit. So is that Motown style?
Well, yeah, she picked up on that. You know, this is her, I want to say, maybe 8th album.
Uh-huh.
And she's, you know, done all different kinds of types of jazz. But this new album came out, I think it was on February 9th. And it
really
was,
recently. This is almost like an album release party.
I know. It came out on February 9th, and it was called Uncovered Soul. And she wrote a number of the tunes that are on it, but she also, you know, brought in some cover songs of more obscure songs, but with a very much of an R&B and soul kind of a rhythm to it and sound to it, and it's taking off. Like, we're so lucky to get her here.
And in so many different ways. So she's going to be doing a program with the kids,
Right.
in the music
Right.
program, and then she'll be doing a singing class at AHA,
A singing class at AHA.
as well as a painting
The
with
next
jazz,
day, right.
and then an art opening.
Right. All
Wow.
in 2 days, starting on Wednesday the 28th, and the art class and the exhibition opening, which that's free. The only thing that costs any money is the art class at the AHA.
And that
Everything
will
else
go
is open to the public and free.
Yeah. And that will go through AHA School for the Arts if you want
Right.
to do it.
Yeah, correct.
Great. Well, do we have anything else to look forward to with jazz and lineup coming out sometime?
Yeah, that's really Mr. Gumbel's call on that. Of course, we're involved, as we always are, with the Telluride Jazz All-Stars, where we
Yes.
select and bring high school kids into town. And we also have a new program that we did last year for the first time called the Telluride Jazz Academy, which is done in conjunction with the Telluride Academy, and they do all these fantastic outdoor activities during the day and then come back and practice jazz. And then we give these kids the opportunity to perform generally on the free stage that we have at Elks Park. The Jazz All-Stars perform on the big stage.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
Jazz is such a great little festival, and it's like a nice vibe, and it's just so well done too, especially with Steve taking it over.
Right.
I'm really looking forward to it, and I think that these programs are fabulous. For kids to be able to be introduced to jazz young and be able to play and meet these musicians is just a wonderful opportunity.
Yeah.
So thanks for joining us, Jim.
Thank
It was
you.
great.